Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios. We are discussing about to the LWC-OTT mini project. Now, here in the previous video, we discussed about to the how to create by the new customer details. We discussed into the in the previous video. Now, here we are going to discuss about the how to call the that component from to the parent component. So let's see the here how we are going to call it means. So here, for example, once we click on to the create, right? Once we click on the here create, automatically called by the another component here populating the information, right? So now here we are filled by the data, then we click on the submit button. Record able to create, right? Now how we are going to call the one component to the another component. Reusability purpose and best practices purpose, we are writing the separate component, this one. Now how to call this component into the previous component. So from the login page, how we are going to call it? Come to the here login page, HTML. In this, when we click on to the create account, at that time we need to call by this one. So that's why here we are taking the separate up to here. This is the div tag, right? After that, here we have to take it by the separate template. If true, when it is the true only, we need to call it by the child component. So here we are the child component name C minus C is the create, C A P is the capital letters. Now we have to write by the kebab case format. So here OTT minus. So here we have to write it by the create account page 2. A, sorry, C A P is the capital letter. That's why we are writing this format. Kebab kit format. Kebab format. Okay. Kebab case format. So now here we are calling to this one. So this component only we have to display when we click on to the create an account. Create an account. So that's why here we have to take it by the on change handle create account. So now here we have to take it by this one into the here. So here we have to take it by the one property create account page display create account page. This is the we have the one boolean property. We have to take it by the this dot equals to true. Display create account page. Now this property we are calling to the here. So save. What we have did here, first we created by the one property display created account page. When we click on to the handle create, when we click on to the create account button, then it is called by the on change on click right here. Sorry, on click method. Once we click on the on click, it is automatically called to the our method. In this, we are given to the display account and display the account page. Let's deploy this. So come to the here our application. So now I am removing this one. When we click on this one only, we need to display, right? So come to the here edit page. So now I am removing to this one. When we click on to the create account, then only we need to populate it by that one. Click on save. Back to the page here. So initially not appear by the here details page, right? Once I click on here, this will be the appear. See here, create. See here, appear by the detail page. Customer details. We have another component now. So this is the another component actually. That component we are calling into the parent component. Parent component we are calling the child component. When we click on to the create account, it is called by the this method. Then it is the true, right? When it is the true, this will be the populated. This will be the populated. Now here populating now. Let's refresh. Again we can show you. So here at present here not appear, right? When we click on to the create account, here appear by the details. And one more thing, we don't want to display this screen again, right? Just we have to display by this one. We have to observe next step is the here come to the page. This is now we have the create account. Then this will be the appear. That page will be the not appear, right? How we are going to disable that one? How we are going to hide this one? That purpose we can take it to the another property, display. So here we have to take it by the these are the this is right main frames, right, containers and frames. So here we have to take it by the display frames equals to by default it would be the true. By default we can give it by the true. On load we need to display it. That's why when we click on to this one we can make it as the false. We can hide, right? That's why we can make it as the false this one. Let's come to the here HTML. In the top we can take it by the one template. If true, so here we have to take it by our property display frames. I think F is also we are taken by the capital, yeah, frames. So up to we need to hide it up to this one, right? Up to div tag closing. This is the total we need to hide. If it is true only displayed, when we click onto this button, create account button, we are make it as the false, right? This will be the disappear, this will be the appear. Let's deploy this login page. So now we can refresh by the same page. See here, at present appears like this. When I click on to this one, this will be the disappear and that create account information page will be the populated. I think it's not reloaded. Again, we can reload. So let me check. This is the handle. I think we are not deployed this one. Full login page we can deploy. Okay, it's deployed. Refresh the page. One more time, I'm refreshing the page for applying our changes. Still appear the down only. We can check it. Why it is not hiding this dot display frames. If it is true, up to here this block, right? This block will be the hide, and this block might be here typo mistake. Let me see. Let's deploy. So let's refresh by the page. So click on create account. Yeah. So here you have to observe that frames page is the disabled and new customer page will be the appear. So like this dynamically we can hide and display the data. So let's come to the here again. We click on to our OTT LWC app. When we click on to the create, this will be the appear. So now here, when we click on to the back button, see here, we have the implemented now. When we click on the back button, again come to the this one. Again, we have to display by our login page. Okay, frames page. How we are going to achieve that? How we are going to achieve that? Let me see here. This is the how to pass the data, how to call the data from the child to parent, or how to call the parent to component method. How to call the parent to component method, or how to dispatching to your custom events, right? We need to call it by our parent component method. How we are going to that is. Let's see here. In this page, we are taking to the, come to the page 2. In this page, we have to give it by the back button. So here, we are taking the lightning button. So label equals to back, on click, handle, back, login page. This is the home page, right? Or login page or home page. Our wish, we can take it by the anything. Login to the back to the page, login page. That is. Okay, let me save this one. Now here we are calling to the some custom event for the parent to component method. We need to call it. So how we are going to call it by the parent component method? So here constant C event, new custom event, standard function, new custom event. So here we can give it by the event name. We can give it by the event name by the here. Okay, so back to login page, back to login page. Okay, so here from the page 2, right, we are given to the back to login page 2. From the page 2, we have to identification purpose 2 is I am giving. Now here, this dot dispatch event. This event we need to trigger, right? That's why here dispatch event, C event. Here we can take it by the any naming. That's it fine. C event purpose. We can take it with any naming. Constant C event, standard custom event. This is we are going to call it by the parent component method purpose. We are taking the one naming. This naming is the very important. Same name we can use it by in the parent component also. What we are given by the here. After that we have to dispatch to the this event. At the similar way, here we have to hide this one, right? We don't want to display by the this thing. Okay, how we are going to hide that? Let's see here. Come to the now parent component, that is the login page one. In the login page, so here we can give it by our custom event name. What is our custom event name? This is right. Back to login page 2. From the page 2, right? That's why here I'm giving the 2. This is our custom event name. Come to the here. Here we are calling right component on. On is the standard syntax. We can give it by the on. After by the what we are giving the name here. What we are giving the name here. Same name you have to give it, but in front of that you can append the on click, on change, right? That is JavaScript function set. Same like here also we can give it by the on after our event name equals to here we can give it by the parent component method. Which method you want executed by the in the parent. Handle back to login page. This is the our method name. Handle back to login page. Come to the here. We can take it by the method. Now here vice versa, right? Again we have to display by the frames is the true. This would be the false display account screen. Copy this. Here we can give it by the false. This one true. When we click onto the back button, display the flame is we have to display login page. Then create account page, we need to hide it, right? That's why here we are giving the false. So this is the here. So here when we click onto the child component method, back method, immediately executed by the child component method. Here we are written the one custom event, that is the custom event name we are given. When it is the dispatch, immediately call the parent component. In the parent component where we are giving the naming here, right? When it is the call, immediately called by the parent component method. In the parent component, we can write by our business logic. It would be the false, it would be the true, we can make it vice versa, right? Okay, let's see the first to deploy the child component, our changes, then deployed by the parent component, our changes. Let's see the here, back to the here. This is right, our page. So this one, refresh by the page. One more time, I'm refreshing. So now we click on to the here, create account. Back button also be the appear. Once we click onto the back, see here, this screen will be the not appear. Again, you click onto this create. Again, click onto the back, see here. So vice versa, that's it, only simply two things. When we click onto the child component method, means button, back button, immediately called by the child component method. In this, we are using the custom event. So here, how we are calling the parent component methods means like this. We can call it by the here, our parent component methods. Okay, here custom event name we are giving in the parent, come to the where we are calling the child component, right? We can embed into the on, appended by the on. Once it is called, automatic called by the our parent component method. Here we can write it by our logic. Which one is the we want to hide, which one we want to display. Any other business logic also we can able to write. Okay, save, that is. And finally, here you have to observe when we click onto this, buttons will appear like this. We can align to the center. We can align to the center. Already we know, right? We have to take it by the div tag, align the center. This one. Come to the here. Div tag. Close it by the here. These are the buttons. Okay. Let's deploy this one. So come to the refresh by the page. So create account. See here, both are coming by the center. Once we click onto the back, here, create here. Okay, I hope it's clear how we are implemented this. So as of the our project flow, initially we can take it by the phone number if it is verifying the existing customer or not. If they are going to creating the new customer button, then come to the this screen. Actually, we are coming to the this screen. Okay, now it is done. We can go to the plan detail page. If it is the existing customer, system is the verified by the existing customer, we can display by the this screen. Then come to the plan details. Okay. So first we have to the create the new customer screen. We came to the here, we are created the record. Up to this one implementation is done. Next to come to the here, if it is the existing customer, we can verify that customer is in the database. If it is there, we can display by this screen. Welcome back to the Mr. Abjam. That is that person name, and restart your subscription. Then come to here. They click on to the button restart subscription or select the or plan details button. Then here we have to display by the common screen for these two. Common screen for these two. So how we are going to implement this one? Let's see in the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.